Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is Tausif here, back with a new live stream. To my friends who have already joined the conversation, thank you for your continued support. And those who are here for the first time, welcome. I hope you will subscribe and stay connected. Frank is here. Hello, Frank. Gina is here. Pearl is here. Hello, Gina. Hello, Pearl. Suzanne. Hello, Suzanne. Bree is here. Hello, Bree. A viewer named Valley Law. Please tell us where you are from. Valley Law. Amanda is here. Hello, Amanda. I have a few different things I would like to discuss today. As you can tell, I believe from the title of the live stream, you can tell I have a few different things I want to share with you. Okay, so Valley Law is from Sacramento, California. Welcome. Maybe I should wait for maybe another minute, just allow people to join. Mickey is here. Hello, Mickey. I do have a poll question. Please answer the question if you wish to. Do you think that Mike Johnson will win the votes needed to be re-elected as the House Speaker? Yes or no? I want to hear your thoughts because I will talk about it. Michelle is here. Hello, Michelle. Emma, a viewer named Emma. Emma, is this your first time? If you are here for the first time, please introduce yourself and let me know where you're from. Okay. All right. Don't forget to like this video, my friends. Hit the like button and subscribe if you have not done so already. All right, Ross is here. Ross is writing about Matt Gaetz. Okay. All right, let's get started, my friends, and then I will pause. I'll pause because I have a few different topics. Once I finish talking about once I finish discussing one topic, I'll pause. I'll catch up with you, and then I'll continue. Emma is saying hello. Yes, it's my first time. Okay, Emma, you are from Bangladesh. Is that what you're saying? That's great. That's wonderful. Well, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. All right. Suzanne is saying Tausif news says fog is making people sick. Suzanne, I have been keeping track of that. The fog. I posted 2 videos pertaining to the fog. One is a shorts, YouTube shorts. Many of you saw that, I think. And then I posted a very short video, but it's not shorts. It's a regular video, but it's less than 1 minute. So the shorts are vertical videos, okay? So they are in vertical format. They pop up in your shorts feed, right? You know that. And then the horizontal ones, those are not shorts. Those are just regular videos. And I published a shorts video and also another regular video, horizontal, capturing the fog. Now, obviously, the camera cannot capture what the eyes see. The cameras, you may be using the best cameras, but when you are driving through the fog, when you are out there and you see the fog with your own eyes, that's a whole different experience than whatever you see on video. And Suzanne, let me tell you that this fog Okay, I'm not, like, I studied social science. I didn't study, like, I don't have a Bachelor of Science degree in chemistry or physics or whatever, or biology. Okay, I studied social science, but not like physics or chemistry. I studied sociology, I studied political science, I studied economics, I studied all that, but I did not study in college. I didn't get a Bachelor of Science degree, but I can tell you, without being a scientist, without being a chemist, or a weatherman, or a doctor, I can tell you just from my observation, this fog is not your regular fog. This is not the regular fog. I don't know what this is, but it's not the regular fog. And, I'm not shocked to hear that people are becoming unwell because of the fog. Once again, I can't draw conclusions. I can't tell you what this fog is. I'm not an expert on weather patterns. I'm not an expert, in the clinical field. In the clinic, I'm not in a clinical profession. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I do know that there are medical professionals who watch my live streams. I know there are nurses here, doctors also, I think. But I can tell you, as somebody who has seen the fog, who has experienced this fog, this is not your normal fog. This is not the normal fog, okay? So I don't know what it is, but something's very wrong. Something is very wrong out there. Give me 1 second here. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, my friends. Let me go into the discussion of today's topics. But Suzanne, I'm glad you mentioned the fog. This fog is unusual. Okay. So, my friends, President Jimmy Carter is no longer with us. He passed away. May his soul rest in peace. President Jimmy Carter, he was 100 years old. 100 years old. He had a long life. Not too many people live to be 100. Not too many people live that long. 100 years old. He lived for 100 years. I think he was the oldest living U.S. president as of, a few days ago. He was the oldest out of all the living presidents. And now he's no longer with us. May his soul rest in eternal peace. He was a very respectable figure. People respected him a lot, okay? Of course, when we talk about a president or a former president, we can talk about their policies, what they did while in office, the decisions they made, the actions they took. We can talk about all that, and we can analyze a former president's actions, and we can praise a former president, we can criticize a former president. This is what people do when we talk about politicians. They have their opinions, and they either criticize a former president's decisions or they praise, and that's natural. So when we look at former presidents, whether it's Barack Obama or Bill Clinton or George Bush, or you know um, any president really. We can, other presidents too, those who have passed away. We can go back all the way, and we can talk about former presidents and what they did, what they should have done, what they did not do. We can form our opinions, right, based on their actions and their decisions. But when we talk about Jimmy Carter, one thing is true, that he's a respectable figure. He was served one term, but obviously people respected him a lot. He was a poet. He was a smiling figure. I was just looking at I was looking at some of his videos from the past, and he always had a smile, so a smiling figure. But obviously, when we talk about Carter's policies as a president, um, all I can say is he was not the best. Okay, that's very obvious, and it was not that long ago when we were talking about the Panama Canal, right? Donald Trump wrote about President Jimmy Carter and Carter's decision to give control of the Panama Canal to Panama. And President Trump had some strong language as he was talking about that decision. Clearly, now that we can look back, go back decades ago, and we can analyze that decision. It's a decision that we criticize, right? We criticize that decision. Why Jimmy Carter gave the control of the Panama Canal to Panama? Because after all these years, President Carter made that decision when he was in office. But after all these years, after decades now, here we are suffering and seeing the negative impacts of that decision that Jimmy Carter made while he was in office. So, when we talk about a former president, and like I said, we can analyze Barack Obama's decisions. Obamacare, what a disaster. I'll say that always. Obamacare, what a disaster Obamacare was. And we can look at other decisions that other presidents made. We can look at Bill Clinton. We can look at George Bush. We can look at Bush Senior. We can look at some of our favorite presidents like Ronald Reagan, and we can look at some of the presidents who are not so favorite. We can analyze their decisions, right? We can judge them by the things they did while they were in office. But obviously, Jimmy Carter, not a great decision maker, but a very respectable figure. A very respectable figure, a poet, a smiling figure. And, President-elect Trump had some very nice things to say about Jimmy Carter. He said, President Jimmy Carter is dead at 100 years of age. While I strongly disagreed with him philosophically and politically, I also realized that he truly loved and respected our country and all it stands for. He worked hard to make America a better place, and for that I give him my highest respect. He was a truly good man and, of course, will be greatly missed. He was also very consequential, far more than most presidents, after he left the Oval Office. So that's important. It's not just Jimmy Carter as the president, but Jimmy Carter as a human being. What did he do after he left office? And Donald Trump is saying that Jimmy Carter was very consequential, far more than most presidents, after he left the Oval Office. And then Donald Trump says, warmest condolences from Melania and Warmest condolences from Melania and I. So, I think we all agree. I think somebody said it in the chat, right? Somebody said it in the chat that, things he did after he left office. So anyway, may his soul rest in peace. And as I said, I was watching on YouTube some of the past videos from the previous videos of Jimmy Carter. I was watching his swearing in ceremony, couldn't watch the whole video, but I was watching a video of Jimmy Carter on a plane, and he was walking down the aisle inside a plane, and he was shaking hands with the other people on that plane. Truly a wonderful man, wonderful man, very respectable. So may his soul rest in peace. Okay. So my friends, the year is coming to an end. And the new Congress will soon begin. And I have some things I want to talk about, including the vote for the House Speaker. But before I get to that, like I said, before I switch to a different topic, I would like to stop and catch up with the live chat. So let's see who's here. Journey to Justice, our friend Rachel from Waukesha is here. Texas Repo is here. Hello, Texas Repo. Pearl is here. Hello, Pearl. And then who else? I greeted Pearl before, right? At the beginning, I greeted you, Pearl, right? Always good to see Pearl in the live chat. Jax 904, good to see you, Jax 904. Thanks for being here. Kathy is here. Hello, Kathy. Let's see. Ken Berry is here. Ken Berry from Idaho. Gerlina is here. Hi, Gerlina. And our friend Bree. Bree from Michigan is here. Chris Constantine. Is that how you pronounce it? Constant. If I'm mispronouncing, I'm sorry. From West Michigan. Well, thank you so much for being here, Chris from Michigan. Thank you. Melissa is here. Hi, Melissa. Thank you for being here, Melissa. Bill is here. Bill from Vegas. Did I see Bill? Is Bill here? Hold on. Yes, Bill from Vegas is here. Hi, Bill. Okay, let me see some comments. Chase is here. Chuck is here. Okay. I'm trying to catch up with the live chat here. Let's see some comments. Suzanne is writing. Okay, questions about my chair. Let's see, questions about my chair. Suzanne is writing, Tossif needs chocolate and a new chair. Do I need a new chair? I think my chair is pretty cool. I like my chair. Okay. Yeah, chocolate sounds good. Chocolate sounds good. Bree is saying it's a nice chair. It's a comfortable chair. It is old on the sides. It's a little worn out, but it serves its purpose. It's comfortable. I like it. BC is asking, how are you doing tonight? I am doing well. Thank you so much. Uh, all right. Okay. Let's continue. Master is saying Trump baby. Okay. EHR is saying nice shirt and good hair. Okay. You like the hair? You like the shirt? I like the shirt too. Thank you. Snelling Scott is writing, talk about what's happening in your home country. Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. This is my home, America. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what's happening in America. I'm talking about the new Congress that is about to start. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with Snelling Scott. Sometimes I feel like I need to block this person. I don't know. I mean, it's just like your comments are disruptive. I really don't know what you're talking about. You said, did you look up my family? What do you mean? What about your family? I don't know. I really don't understand. So my friends, you can tell me if I should block Snelling Scott. Okay. Anyway. You're asking the same question, like talk about your home country. What does that mean? I'm talking about America. This is my home country. Anyway, okay, my friends, the year is coming to an end. 2024 is coming to an end. This is December the 30th of 2024. And the new Congress will soon begin in 2025, okay? The new Congress will soon begin, and everyone's wondering who the Speaker of the House is going to be in the new Congress. Is it going to be Mike Johnson or someone else? Give me 1 second. Okay. Well, I see your comments. Yeah. If this individual Snelling is being too disruptive, I'm gonna be compelled to block. I don't want to block anyone, but I will be compelled to do it. Okay. You know what? Enough of this. All right. I just blocked Snelling. So everyone is wondering who the Speaker of the House will be. Is it going to be Mike Johnson or is it going to be someone else? By the way, I'm sure you were missing this, so I got this here. Is it going to be Mike Johnson or is it going to be someone else? Now, with such a slim majority in the House, it is extremely important for the Republicans to be united. Extremely important for the Republicans to be united. And let me tell you what's going on here. The vote for the House Speaker, does anyone know when the vote for the House Speaker is going to be taking place? Do you know? Do you know when the vote for the House Speaker is going to be taking place? Do you know the date? Any idea? The vote for the House Speaker will take place on January the 3rd. When the House of Representatives opens for business on January the 3rd, the first order of business is going to be the election for the Speaker of the House. The House is the largest body of elected officials in Congress. Okay, so in Congress, the legislative branch, in the legislative branch, you've got the Senate and the House. The Senate has 100 members. The House has 435 members. So the House is the largest body of elected officials in the legislative branch of the federal government. 435 members. However, on January the 3rd, there is not going to be a full House of 434. There's not going to be a full House. There will be 434 members. That's because Matt Gaetz is not going to be in the House. Okay, Matt Gaetz has left the House. He's not going to be in the House. So there will not be 435 members. There will be 434. 219 Republicans in the House, 215 Democrats. 219 Republicans, 215 Democrats. So you know that our majority, although the Republicans, we the freedom-loving Republicans, we the freedom-loving people, we have the majority in the House, but it's a very, very slim majority. By the way, my friends, the number of viewers is going up. 115 people watching right now. This is great. If 79 people would just hit the like button right now, we could get to 100 likes. 100 likes. 78. If 78 viewers hit the like button, we're going to get to 100 very, very soon. Okay. Pearl is saying, I like how Tassif wears the hat. Well, thank you. Thank you. Ava is saying, like the hat. Thank you so much. All right, my friends. 219 Republicans in the House, 215 Democrats. Thank God we have the majority. But it is a very, very slim majority. Razor thin majority. It really is. It's a razor thin majority. Do you know how many votes Mike Johnson needs to become the House Speaker? Can anyone tell me how many votes does Mike Johnson need to become the House Speaker in the new Congress? I'm going to pause for a little bit. Melissa is writing 218. That is correct. 218 votes. Mike Johnson needs 218 votes in the House to win the Speaker's gavel. 218, that is correct. And how many seats do we have in the House? 219. So that means Mike Johnson can afford to lose one vote. One vote. Mike Johnson can afford to lose one vote. And I think we already know who is not going to be voting for Mike Johnson. There's one member of Congress who made it abundantly clear that he is going to vote for somebody other than Mike Johnson. Other than Mike Johnson. Now, who is this individual? Who is this member of Congress who said, and it's a Republican, who said that he is not going to vote for Mike Johnson. He's going to vote for somebody other than Mike Johnson. Does anyone know? I talked about this individual previously. Somebody who has made it very clear. He has publicized it. He has declared it. He has announced it that he is not going to vote for Mike Johnson. It is Thomas Massie. Thomas Massie. Do you know Thomas Massie? I hope you all know Thomas Massie, right? Thomas Massie is a congressman from Kentucky. He represents Kentucky's 4th congressional district. 4th congressional district. So Thomas Massie, he has said that he is not going to support Mike Johnson for the position of the House Speaker. So that's one vote that is already lost. So 219 Republicans in the House. Mike Johnson needs 218 to win the Speaker's gavel. But out of 219, he's not going to get Thomas Massie's vote, which is very clear. Which means the rest of the people, 218 Republicans, they will all have to vote for Mike Johnson for him to become the House Speaker. That is why, my friends, it is so tight. It is so tight. That is why I asked you the question. Do you think that Mike Johnson will win the votes needed to be re-elected as the House Speaker? Do you think that Mike Johnson will win the votes needed to be re-elected House Speaker? That's the poll that I have going on. 81 votes so far, 82 votes. And so far it seems that 55% people said no. The poll is still open. If you think you want to vote, you haven't done that, you want to vote, please go ahead and vote. Gianna is here. Hi, Gianna. Okay, so Charles is saying no. I think there will be a person who is not in Congress. Okay, Charles, can you tell us a little bit more about what you're thinking? Are you suggesting that the House Speaker will be somebody who is not a member of Congress right now? Okay, Charles, would you just elaborate? Share more information. Auditron is here. Hello, Auditron. Okay, so I know that there is support for Elon Musk to be the House Speaker. I think there's support for Elon Musk to be the House Speaker. I don't know how widespread that support is, but there are voices out there that said Elon Musk could be the House Speaker. Okay, but then again, will Elon Musk have 218 votes? Right? 218 votes. Will Elon Musk have 218 votes? You know, that's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy. Whoever it is, whoever is chosen to be the House Speaker, that person will need 218 votes to become the House Speaker. Okay, a viewer is saying Elon Musk cannot be Speaker, not possible, he is not in Congress. Okay, let me share with you, and I talked about this previously. based on the research I've done, and I'm not a constitutional scholar, I'm not a lawyer, but I think based on the information that I've seen out there, I think it is possible for an individual who is not in Congress to be the House Speaker. So to be the House Speaker, as far as I know, you don't have to be a member of Congress. Melissa is saying you don't have to be a member of Congress to be Speaker. That is correct, Melissa. That is what I have also found out through my research. Okay, Gerlina is saying Kellyanne Conway would be a great speaker. Gerlina, that sounds great. I mean, Kellyanne Conway is such a wonderful person. She's always calm. She speaks really well. She's brilliant. She's smart. So, Gerlina, actually, you are the first one that I've seen who suggested the name of Kellyanne Conway. Okay? You're the first one, Gerlina, who recommended that name. Okay, let's see. All right. Well, Suzanne, thank you so much. I can see Suzanne, showing strong support for me. Suzanne, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting this channel. My friends, please, if you have not subscribed yet, do so, okay? Do so. Deha is here. Hello, Deha. Deha, you are from Washington State, right? Do I remember that correctly? Deha? All right. Who else is here? I'm reading your comments. Beastie is saying Kayleigh McEnany would be a great speaker. EHR is saying Jim Jordan. Okay. Deha is saying, yes, that's correct, Washington State. Well, thank you. I try to remember where everyone's from. All right. Minnie is here. Hi, Minnie. Good to see you. So I think a few names have been mentioned here for the position of the House Speaker. Kayleigh McEnany, Jim Jordan, and Kellyanne Conway. Hello, Freshly. Always good to see Freshly joining the live chat. Okay. Okay. All right, my friends. I'm going to catch up with the live chat. EHR is saying Byron Donalds. Yeah, that's a great name. In fact, this is interesting, EHR, that you mentioned the name of Byron Donalds. And let me tell you why it is so interesting. I actually wrote a letter to the editor. This was when, after Kevin McCarthy was pushed out of his position as the House Speaker, when the search for a new speaker was going on, I actually wrote a letter to the editor supporting Byron Donalds for that position. Okay? I supported Byron Donalds for the position of the House Speaker. And I put it in writing, and it was published. I think it was published. Let me see exactly where. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you what newspaper published that writing. Okay, this was New York Daily News. This was New York Daily News that published my writing about Byron Donalds, and that I supported Byron Donalds for the position of the House Speaker. Okay. So let's see. So yeah, it could be somebody who is not a member of Congress. It could be somebody who's not a member of Congress, somebody outside of Congress, as far as I know, could become the House Speaker. Now, how likely is that? That's a different question. Because we have seen traditionally it has been a member of Congress who gets elected to be the House Speaker. For somebody to be the House Speaker who is not a member of Congress, that would be very unusual. But as I always say, nothing is impossible in politics. In politics, my friends, anything is possible. If the law allows it, if the Constitution allows it, it can happen. Okay? And I think the Constitution allows, but once again, I'm not a constitutional scholar. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. I don't have a law degree, but I have studied this issue. I've looked at different sources, and I think it is quite possible. At least there doesn't appear to be any constitutional barrier. I think it is possible legally for a non-member of Congress, for somebody outside of Congress to be the House Speaker. It is possible. Rico is writing, Elvis is alive. Elvis is alive. Where's Elvis? Who's Elvis? Elvis Presley? Why did the viewer write Elvis is alive? By the way, I love Elvis's music, Margarita. Have you listened to that, Margarita? I would sing it for you if I could. I'm not a great singer, so I'm not gonna try to sing that song. But Margarita by Elvis. Who's listened to that? Margarita by Elvis. Who knows that song? Who knows that song? Margarita by Elvis. All right. Eric is writing Mr. Wonderful Kevin O'Leary for the Speaker of the House. Yeah, he's got, so, by the way, Mr. Wonderful, Mr. Wonderful Kevin O'Leary, he's got a watch collection. Does anyone know about that? He's got a watch collection. He's got all these amazing watches, really expensive, super expensive watches. There are lots of YouTube videos about, Kevin O'Leary, talking about watches, different watches, wristwatch. Okay. Yeah, the one I'm wearing is a much simpler one. Obviously, it's a simpler watch, but Kevin O'Leary, he's got all these fancy watches, like thousands and thousands of dollars, even like hundreds of thousands of dollars, I think. Robert Graham is saying yes, he has a lot of expensive watches. Yeah. By the way, I love watches. I love watches. Okay, I would collect a lot of watches if I could, but it's pricey. It's expensive. I do have some good watches though. I do have some good watches. This one actually. So this watch that I'm wearing right now, it's a Citizen Eco Drive. Doesn't need a battery. It's powered by light, by the way. You won't believe it, but this is the watch that I was wearing during my citizenship ceremony back in 2014. Back in 2014, um, when I took the oath of allegiance, uh, my citizenship ceremony. This is the watch. You can see it in the video if you've seen the video. This is the watch I was wearing back then. Suzanne is saying, I have a Bulova. Yes, I have a Bulova too. I love it. I love Bulova. I have Citizen, I have Seiko, I have Bulova, I have Fossil too. Yeah, I mean, if so, I have a few watches, but the thing is, I would have purchased more, but the last 4 years of the Biden economy and inflation caused so much of pain, okay? So much of stress, so much of pain, financial pain, that, um, you know, uh, so much of financial pain that I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna buy new watches, all right? Because the bills went up, gas price, grocery price, everything. So I thought, all right, okay, I'm not gonna buy any more watches. So a viewer here is writing a comment about a watch, not a friendly comment. I don't know what's wrong with this guy who's here writing all kinds of negative stuff. I don't know how people can be so bitter, right? How people can be so bitter. Like, you're watching a live stream. If you don't like the live stream, you can go watch anything else. You can go watch anything else. Well, why do you have to be nasty and like so negative? Suzanne is saying Tissot is good. Tissot is very good. Tissot is good. Yeah, Tissot is good. Yeah, I have Seiko, Citizen, Bulova. I have Fossil. I have Kenneth Cole. And I have a Movado, which I love. It's super thin, super thin. It's like this thin. Very, very thin. Okay. Viewer is asking, are you from India? No, I am not. I am not from India. Okay. I'm originally from Bangladesh. I'm not from India. Okay. I get that question quite a bit, so just wanted to clarify. By the way, anyone who wants to know more about me, you can go to tosifanam.net and read more about me. Check out my bio. Okay. Yeah, anyway, we started talking about watches here. I don't know how we started talking about watches. All right. Okay, my friends, let's continue. It's a very tight situation. Who is going to be the Speaker of the House? Okay, January 3rd, when the House members gather, the first order of business is going to be the election of the House Speaker. And so, at this point, we don't know if Mike Johnson has the votes that he needs to be re-elected House Speaker. He's the House Speaker right now. Okay, like in the 118th Congress, the 119th Congress is going to start. Will Mike Johnson have the votes needed? There are 219 Republicans. Mike Johnson needs 218 votes. So he can lose one vote and still be the House Speaker. He cannot lose two. Thomas Massey, Congressman from Kentucky, he has already said he's not going to support Mike Johnson. So that's one vote lost. Now, the rest of the 218 House members, Republican House members, will have to vote for Mike Johnson to be elected Speaker again. But if one more House member, if one more Republican says, no, I'm not voting for Mike Johnson, then he doesn't have the votes. So that's the challenge that Mike Johnson is facing. Now, this is a very critical time. This is a very critical time. And at a critical moment like this, Mike Johnson received the most important endorsement that he could hope for. The most important endorsement. What do you think is going to be the most important endorsement for Mike Johnson? As he is trying to gather supporters to be elected House Speaker again, what do you think is going to be the most important endorsement? Trump. Eric is saying Trump. Charles is saying Trump. That is correct. Donald Trump. Donald Trump has endorsed Mike Johnson for Speaker. Okay? And I'm going to read to you, maybe not the entire endorsement. Hold on. Gorlina is saying Trump 25. I love it. Okay. Give me 1 second here. 1 second, my friends. All right. Eric is saying, do I win one of your watches? Eric, great question, Eric. No, there's no contest. There's no prize here, Eric. There's no prize here. It's not a contest. Well, thanks for asking. Well, Eric, thank you for supporting this channel. I appreciate that. Okay. So Donald Trump, he endorsed Mike Johnson. Donald Trump said, and I'm not going to read the entire statement. I'm going to read parts of it, okay? Donald Trump said, we are the party of common sense, a primary reason that we won in a landslide the magnificent and historic presidential election of 2024. All 7 swing states, 312 electoral college votes, and the popular vote by millions of voters, despite large-scale voter fraud taking place in numerous states, including California, where votes are ridiculously still being counted or under review. All won with ease, calm, and professionalism. Republicans are being praised for having run a legendary campaign. So this is what Trump said, and then the statement goes on. I'm not going to read the entire statement, but towards the end he says, the American people need immediate relief from all the destructive policies of the last administration. Speaker Mike Johnson is a good, hardworking, religious man. He will do the right thing, and we will continue to win. Mike has my complete and total endorsement. MAGA, M-A-G-A. Okay, so do I need to read that again? The American people need immediate relief from all the destructive policies of the last administration, meaning the Biden-Harris administration. Speaker Mike Johnson is a good, hardworking, religious man. He will do the right thing, and we will continue to win. Mike has my complete and total endorsement, MAGA. This is a very, very strong endorsement from Donald J. Trump. Very, very strong endorsement from Donald J. Trump. What are your thoughts about this? I mean, I'm definitely asking the question, do you think that Mike Johnson will win the votes needed to be reelected as the House Speaker? Last I checked a while ago, majority of the people had said no. I think I said like 80 some votes. Most people had said no. Now it seems that the results have flipped. 147 votes in. Most of the people have said yes, although it's very, very slim. Like 51% said yes, 49% said no, and the poll is going to be open. So if you have not voted yet, please do so. Please vote in the poll. But yeah, do you really think that Mike Johnson will win the votes? January 3rd is when the vote will take place for House Speaker. Crockett is here. Hi, Crockett. Good to see you. Thank you, Crockett. NYMIN is here. So from New York, right? Who did I miss? Edwin is here, right? Edwin, I think I saw Edwin's name. Edwin, are you here? By the way, I have not seen... Elton is here. Hi, Elton. James is here. Hi, James. By the way, I have not seen Michael Brown. It's been a few days. Does anyone know where Michael Brown is? Our friend from Australia, Michael Brown. Freshly, do you know where Michael Brown is? Have you seen Michael Brown? Suzanne? Gerlina? Anyone? I haven't seen Michael Brown in a while. I'm just thinking about our friend Michael Brown. He tunes in for the live streams. I haven't seen his name pop up in a while in the live chat. So, unless he wrote any comment and I missed it. Any idea? Freshly is saying Michael Brown was here 2 nights ago and now it's officially New Year in Australia. Is it really New Year in Australia? Wow. Oh, okay. So Michael Brown was he here? I may have missed his comment then. I'm sorry if I missed his comment. So Michael Brown, if you are watching, please say something. Or if you watch the replay afterwards, just write a comment, Michael Brown. Okay? Our friend Michael Brown from Australia. Okay. All right, my friends. 46 likes. Let's get to 50, okay? Kay Cooper is here. Hello, Kay. Thank you for being here, Kay. And Kay is from, let's see, Texas. Kay is from Texas, right? Is our friend Ron here? One Texas miner, Ron. I saw Texas Repo. But I have not seen One Texas Miner. Texas Repo is our friend Joey. Joey, are you still here? Are you listening, Joey? I know Kay Cooper is from Texas, yeah. Crockett, our friend Crockett is from South Carolina. Am I right, Crockett? And CJ's from Utah, right? Okay. Eric is from South Boston, Massachusetts. All right, I'm gonna keep. All right, I'm gonna write that down so I remember that. South Boston. Let's see who else is here. Kay is saying, I'm from Crockett, Texas. Is there a place called Crockett in Texas? I didn't know that. Okay, I see that now. Crockett, in a city in Texas. Wow. I didn't know that. So let's see. It's not okay. It's between like Dallas and Houston almost, right? Yeah, I see that on the map. Oh, that's so great. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna change the screen. Yeah, I just looked it up on a map. See, I get to learn a lot from doing these live streams. All right, EHR. Now, EHR, would you give me your first name, EHR? I don't think I have it. I don't think I have your name, EHR. Please tell me where you are from and give me your first name or a name that you want to go by that I can write down. Oh, EHR, your name is Exceptional? We'll call you Exceptional if that's your name. Is that Exceptional? Is that your name? Is that what you want us to call you? Oh, you're Evelyn? Evelyn from Las Vegas. All right, Evelyn. Evelyn from Las Vegas. All right. Thank you, Evelyn. We have another friend from Las Vegas. That's Bill. Welder Bill. Bill, are you still here? Crockett is saying, my first name is Shannon, actually, Tassif. So it's not Hubert? It's not Hubert, or is it Hubert? Hubert is your middle name? Is that what you're saying? See, I'm trying to get to know all of you, building a community here. Our friend Rachel is saying the trolls are out in force. Yeah, the trolls are busy. The trolls are busy tonight. You can see it right here. Okay, well, thank you, Crockett, for clarifying. Yeah, thank you, Freshly, for reminding people to like the video. Please like this video. Eddie is from New York. Hi, Eddie. Thank you for being here, Eddie. Eddie is from upstate New York. See, the reason I write down where everyone's from is because it just allows us to see how wide our circle of friends is. We have people from Ohio and Florida and Texas and Arizona, Nevada, Washington State, Canada. We have friends from Canada. Our friend Suzanne is from Canada. And we also have other friends like Marjorie. We have Angie Mitchell, who tunes in from Canada, and others. And then we have viewers from Brazil and Pakistan and Bangladesh and India and England, Australia, New Zealand, other places. Okay. Okay, Crockett is saying, Crockett, you're talking about your name, right? That your mom wanted Shannon and dad wanted Hubert. Okay. So you got both. All right. All right. Well, thank you, Shannon. We'll call you Shannon. Shannon, thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Stella is joining us from Germany. See? Stella, thank you for joining from Germany. Okay, we're going to do... should we do that exercise to know where everyone's from, where everyone writes the name of the place where they are from? Jay Brum is here. That's Jamie. Hi, Jamie. Happy New Year. Bunny is from Chicago. All right, Bunny. All right. Ian is from Indiana. Hi, Ian. Charles is from the Gulf of Mexico, Gulf Shores, Alabama. Lovely place. Lovely place, Charles. Okay, do you know where I'm from? Like where I'm live streaming from? The new viewers. Because those who have been watching, you know where I'm live streaming from. But the others, those who are new here, do you know where I am from? Where I'm live streaming from? I am from Wisconsin. I'm live streaming from Wisconsin. I'm going to write it. City of Madison, state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin, that is correct. Yeah. I got my Packer mug here. See, Green Bay Packers. Yeah, I don't follow sports too closely, but I just got this many years ago. All right. Christian is saying cheeseheads. Yeah, cheeseheads. I love cheese. Charles is saying, I've been in Madison so many times. It's a really nice place, Madison. It really is. All right. Okay, so okay, a viewer named Mr. Michael is asking, where are you really from? Originally, I am from Bangladesh. I am from a city called Dhaka, which is the capital of Bangladesh. That's where I'm originally from. And Dhaka is one of the most densely populated cities in the world. Okay? There are million, more than 20 million people, okay, in Dhaka, the city where I was born and raised. 20 million people, more than 20 million. So it's like more than twice the population of New York City. Okay. So that's where I'm originally from. Yeah, but I came to the United States of America as a legal immigrant, and I became a naturalized American citizen in the year 2014. Selena is here. Hi, Selena. I became a US citizen in the year 2014. So that's just a little bit about myself. By the way, my friends, please subscribe if you have not done so already. Okay, so let me continue. Oh, Rachel is saying, I beat you, Tassif, here since 1988. Yes, Rachel, you've been here since, since the 80s. So that's so awesome. You've been here a long time, Rachel. Ian is asking, what is naturalization? So there are two kinds of U.S. citizens. One is natural born U.S. citizen. So if you are born on American soil, you are a U.S. citizen by birth. Naturalized citizens are those who were not born on U.S. soil, and they go through the immigration process. They come to America as immigrants legally, and then if they fulfill the requirements of naturalization, they can become naturalized U.S. citizens, okay? So I'm a naturalized U.S. citizen. All right. Okay. I'm going to ignore the negative comments. I see negative comments pouring in, but I'm going to ignore the negative comments. And I'm going to focus on the substance. I'm going to focus on the important things. I'm going to focus on the constructive dialogue rather than disruptive negative comments. Okay? All right. So, Donald Trump, as I said, endorsed Mike Johnson for the position of the House Speaker. Okay? Donald Trump said, the American people need immediate relief from all the destructive policies of the last administration. Speaker Mike Johnson is a good, hardworking, religious man. He will do the right thing, and we will continue to win. Mike has my complete and total endorsement, MAGA. This is great. And what did Mike Johnson say in response? Mike Johnson said, thank you, President Trump. I am honored and humbled by your support as always. Together, we will quickly deliver on your America First agenda and usher in the new golden age of America. The American people demand and deserve that we waste no time. Let's get to work. A great message of gratitude from Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson responding to Donald Trump's endorsement. Mike Johnson saying, "Thank you, President Trump." Mike Johnson is saying, "I'm honored and humbled by your support, as always." Mike Johnson is saying, "Together we will quickly deliver on your America First agenda and usher in the new golden age of America." Mike Johnson is saying, "The American people demand and deserve that we waste no time." And then Mike Johnson says, "Let's get to work." This is great. Paul is saying, "I like Mike." Well, thank you, Paul. Paul from Walworth County, Wisconsin. Am I correct, Paul? I know there are more than one. There's more than one Paul on this channel. But the Paul who just said, "I like Mike," this is the Paul from Walworth County, Wisconsin. Am I correct, Paul? Suzanne is writing, "Tossif tells the truth." T. Thank you so much. Where's our friend Swaggy? Has anyone seen Swaggy? Our friend Colin. He goes by the name Swaggy. His name is Colin. Has anyone seen Colin? Swaggy. Paul is saying yes. Paul, you are from Walworth County. EHR is asking, what is TTTT? So our friend Swaggy, whose real name is Colin, he's from California, he came up with this idea, this name. He came up with TTTT, which stands for Tossif Tells the Truth. And this is probably the best reward, the greatest honor that I got from my online community here. The recognition through the formation of this phrase, Tossif tells the truth. TTTT. Really, it is, I am touched and I am so honored. TTTT, Tossif tells the truth. Thank you so very much. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, with Trump's endorsement, my friends, is Mike Johnson going to win the vote for the House Speaker? Is Mike Johnson going to be re-elected as the House Speaker? Thomas Massie, I don't know if Thomas Massie is going to change his mind. But even if Thomas Massie doesn't change his mind, if Thomas Massie decides that he is not going to vote for Mike Johnson, that he's going to vote for somebody else, well, Mike Johnson can still become the House Speaker with 218 votes, which means all the other Republicans, out of 219, one person, Thomas Massie, made it clear he's not going to vote for Mike Johnson, but then we have 218 Republicans left. And if each and every one of those 218 Republicans, if everyone votes for Mike Johnson will win. Those who were undecided, those who couldn't make up their minds, they didn't know what to do, Well, with Donald J. Trump's endorsement, I think support for Mike Johnson should solidify, should crystallize. Mike Johnson should be able to gather the votes needed to be re-elected House Speaker. But if one other person says no, then that's a no. He's going to need each and every one of those 218 Republicans to be on the same page. Okay? Because one of them already said no, and that's Thomas Massie. What about the rest of the 218? Okay. Beastie is saying, I don't believe Mike will pull it off. Now, I understand. It's not going to be easy. And that's why I have this question, because I want to understand your thoughts. All those who are watching. I want to understand what you are thinking. Which is why I've got this poll question. Do you think that Mike Johnson will win the votes needed to be re-elected as the House Speaker? And right now, it is exactly a 50-50 split. Can you believe that? As I am looking at the live chat, I am looking at the poll, 194 votes in. It's an exact 50-50 split. I don't think it has happened before on this channel. 194 votes. It's a 50-50 split. Oh my God. I don't think this has happened on this channel. It was the no vote was leading for a while. Then the yes vote was leading for a while. And now it's an exact 50-50 split. I cannot believe what is going. This is interesting. This is interesting. For anyone interested in politics, for anyone interested in current affairs, for anyone who keeps track of what is happening at the local level, at the state level, at the federal level. And now, what's the biggest news that's coming up, that's like things to watch for? It's the House Speaker vote. And it's a 50-50 split. It is unbelievable. It's a 50-50 split, 197 votes, and it is still a 50-50 split. My friends, if you have not voted, please vote. Please vote. Let's get to a clear answer. Okay, now 198 votes, and it's a 51-49. 51 says yes, 49 says no. Is it going to go back to 50-50? Is it going to stay as 51-49? Which way is it going to go? If you are watching, please vote. Please vote, my friends. Please vote. Let's get at least 2 more votes, and let's get to 200 and see where things stand. Vote whichever way you want. Vote yes, vote no, doesn't matter. I want to hear your thoughts. The reason I'm doing this poll is because I want to get a sense of where you all stand. Do you think that Mike Johnson will win the votes needed to be re-elected as the House Speaker? Yes or no? Now it's back to 50-50. Can you believe that? Rachel, can you believe it's a 50-50 split? Suzanne, can you believe it's a 50-50 split? Crockett, can you believe? Shannon, can you believe it's a 50-50 split right now? Freshly, what are your thoughts? Let's see. Crockett is saying, that's cool. Rachel is saying, wow, I can toss it. 202 votes in. The question is, do you think that Mike Johnson will win the votes needed to be reelected as the House Speaker? 202 votes in. 50% said yes, 50% said no. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's a 50-50 split. It is unbelievable. I've never seen, I've done lots of polls on this channel, lots of polls before the election, after the election. Before the election in particular, I did many polls, and not once did we stay at 50-50 for such a long time. Obviously, the numbers went up and down, and, maybe it reached 50-50, but then it would soon change. But here we are. It's 204 votes in. It's a 50-50 split. Oh, it's now 51-49. Somebody broke the tie. It's now a 51 yes, 49 no. 207 votes in. My friends, if you have not voted, please vote. Please vote in the poll. Please vote, my friends. 207 votes in. 51 says yes, 49 says no. One Texas Miner is here. Our friend Ron. Ron, you voted yes, right? And that changed the number? I'm going to keep the poll open for a little longer. I'm going to keep the poll open for a little longer, my friends. All right. Thank you so very much. And those who have not subscribed yet, my question to you is, why have you not subscribed? Please subscribe, okay? Please subscribe, my friends. Sharon Taylor is here. Hi, Sharon. Sharon Taylor, good to see you. Sharon, I know you're originally from Sri Lanka, but you got to remind me where you are from in North America. The state. Can you tell me the name of the state? I know you said it before. I forgot. I am sorry. Sharon Taylor, welcome. California. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you, Sharon. Thanks for supporting this channel. Okay, Ian is writing, toss if you have a wife. No, I don't have a wife. I'm not married. Thanks for the question. All right, let's see. Rachel is writing, stay single, LOL. Yeah, so have you ever listened to that song, Bachelor Boy by Cliff Richard? It's a really, really cool song. It's a really cool song. Yeah, you got to listen to it. Bachelor Boy by Cliff Richard. Okay, I'm gonna uh, all right, I'm reading your comments. All right, Ian is saying bring back marriage. All right, that's great. That's great, Ian. Okay, see, I'm seeing lots of interesting comments here. I can't repeat all the comments, but your comments are making me smile. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, you gotta listen to that song, Bachelor Boy, Cliff Richard. Okay. Cliff Richard, type it. Bachelor Boy. I mean, he's British. So Rachel, um, it's a British singer, Cliff Richard, uh, and you are from England. That's why I just mentioned your name. Um, all right, okay. So yeah, Rachel knows who I'm talking about. The singer, Cliff Richard. That song, Bachelor Boy. Okay. All right. Okay, my friends. So let's continue with the discussion. We don't know what's going to happen on January 3rd. There'll be the vote for the Speaker of the House. Is Mike Johnson going to be reelected Speaker? We do not know yet, but we do know that Mike Johnson has very, very strong endorsement, the strongest possible endorsement that he can get, which is the endorsement from Donald J. Trump. Okay. So, my friends, we'll have to wait and see, but I'm going to move on to a different topic now. We'll talk about border and illegal immigration. Who's ready for that conversation? Who's ready for that conversation? Who wants to talk about immigration right now? Shannon is saying, oh yeah, me. Okay. Rachel is saying, Tossif, keep it rolling. Evelyn is saying, I am. Kay is saying, I'm ready. Beastie is saying, I'm ready. Everyone's ready. Everyone's ready for that conversation. All right. So, my friends, the bad news is that there is possibility that there might be a migrant surge at the southern border prior to the start of the Trump administration. Okay? This is bad news. Right now, who is in the White House? It's Joe Biden. The Biden-Harris administration is still in charge. The Trump administration is not in power yet. Trump will be sworn in on January 20th. But there are 20 days, more than 20 days between now and January 20th. AC Cruz is here. Hi, AC. Good to see you. Our friend AC Cruz from Arizona. AC, thank you for tuning in. AC is in Arizona, which is a border state, and we have friends here who are from California, which is a border state. We have our friend One Texas Miner and Texas Repo and others. We have Kay from Texas, which is a border state. I don't know if we have friends from New Mexico watching today. Anyone from New Mexico? I know here we have friends from California, Arizona, Texas. Anyone from New Mexico? Anyway, okay, let's move on with the conversation. Bad news, because the Biden administration is still in power, there may be a surge. There may be a surge in the number of migrants crossing the border to enter the United States prior to Donald Trump entering the White House. Okay? So, I mean, this is like that last minute rush. The whole world knows that when Trump enters the White House, when Donald Trump is in charge at the Oval Office, when the Trump administration comes to power, there will be a secure border. There will be mass deportations. There's going to be border security. First order of business, Trump is going to secure the southern border. And so now there's a last minute push. There are people, foreign nationals, who are trying to rush to the southern border of the United States in hopes of crossing into the United States before the start of the Trump administration. Because once the Trump administration is in power, these foreign nationals, they will not be able to cross into the US through the southern border, because Trump is going to secure the border, because Tom Homan, he is going to do everything he can. The border czar, incoming border czar Tom Homan, he's going to do everything that he can to secure the border. And so there's this final push. Foreign nationals, they're rushing to the border. They want to cross the Rio Grande. They want to cross the border to enter the United States. While Biden is still in office, while the Biden-Harris administration is still in charge, they're rushing. They're rushing. The illegal immigrants, they're rushing to the southern border. They're trying to cross into the United States. Kay is writing, I love our border czar. The incoming border czar, Tom Homan. Who loves Tom Homan? If you support Tom Homan, please write support Tom Homan. My friends, please write that. If you support Tom Homan, write it in the chat window. Write support Tom Homan. Kay Cooper is writing me. Queen Bee is writing me. Who supports Tom Homan? Please write it. Kay is writing support Tom. Strain is writing support Tom. Shannon is writing support Tom. Beastie is writing support Tom. Evelyn is writing me too. One Texas Miner is saying me too, I support Tom Homan. Queen Bee is saying support Homan. EHR is saying, and the great Governor Abbott. Absolutely. We support Governor Greg Abbott, who I always say that he is the best governor in America. I say that. Now, those who support Ron DeSantis, they say, oh, Ron's the best governor in America. No, I agree. He's one of the best. But Greg Abbott is really the best, I think. Melissa is saying support Tom Homan. Thank you, my friends. Pearl is saying support Tom Homan. Thank you, Pearl. Beastie is saying Tossif is an American. Yes, I am an American. Thank you so much. By the way, Beastie, would you tell me at least your first name so I can address you that way rather than by your screen name? If you want to, that's your choice. I know you said you're from Massachusetts. I remember that. Jason. All right, Jason. Thank you, Jason. Thanks for sharing that. All right. Freshly is saying Tom Homan. Yes. Okay. A viewer is saying Tossif, love you, but you're completely wrong there. Where am I wrong? Where am I wrong? When I say Greg Abbott is the best governor, you think I'm wrong? You think Ron DeSantis is the best governor? Or Kristi Noem is the best governor? We can have some disagreements about who the best governor is. Is that what you're referring to or something else? Pearl is saying Homan is tough. Yes, Homan is tough. Tell me, where am I wrong? Please explain it to me, okay? By the way, 231 votes so far. The question is, do you think that Mike Johnson will win the votes needed to be reelected as the House Speaker? It's now 50-50. Suzanne, are you leaving? All right, Suzanne. Have a good night, Suzanne. Thank you so much for being here, Suzanne. Suzanne is such a strong supporter of this channel. I'm so grateful, Suzanne. Thank you so much. Okay? Have a good night. All right. My friends, it's 49-51 right now, 233 votes. Please vote. Maybe a few more votes. A few more votes. Let's see. A few more votes. Should I end the poll? Should I just end the poll now? Maybe I should end the poll. How about that? I really think it is a 50-50 split. It is a 50-50 split. Oh yeah. 234. Yep, it says 50% no and 49% yes. I see that. Okay. Well, we will see. The results are the results, my friends. What can I say? The results are the results. Okay. Yeah, it is 50% said no, 49% said yes. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. This is just a poll that I ran here, a simple poll, but it all depends on how the members of Congress vote on January the 3rd. So we have to wait and see. Okay, so let me go back to the discussion that I was having. Tom Homan, we support Tom Homan, and Tom Homan is going to secure the border. Okay. Frank is saying good night, everyone. Good night, Frank. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Charles is saying love your show. Thank you so much. Okay. So between now and when Trump enters the White House, in the final days of the Biden-Harris administration, there's a possibility that there may be foreign nationals who will try to enter the U.S. through the southern border. It's like a final push that they are going to make to get to the U.S. It may happen in the final days of the Biden-Harris administration before Trump takes over. And so, there may be some desperate people out there trying to get to America before the new Trump administration starts the new term. So Tom Homan, the incoming border czar, he has a message for the migrants. You know what his message is? You know what his message is? He said, stay in your homeland. He said, stay in your homeland. Tom Homan has a message. He said, be safe. Crossing into this country illegally is very dangerous. This is Tom Homan's message for those migrants who are hoping to come into the United States. He's saying, stay in your homeland, be safe. Crossing into this country, meaning America, crossing into this country illegally is very dangerous. So, my friends, we're going to have to wait and see what happens in the final days of the Biden-Harris administration. Okay? What happens in the final days of this Biden-Harris administration? Will there be a caravan? Will there be migrants making a final push to cross into the U.S.? Okay. We'll have to wait and see. But I love Tom Homan's message to the migrants. Tom Homan said, stay in your homeland, be safe. Crossing into this country illegally is very dangerous. Okay? Freshly, are you heading out? Well, thank you, Freshly, for joining. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. So yeah, what I want to see is a secure border. I want to see mass deportations. I want to see the enforcement of our nation's immigration laws And as my hat says, I want to make America great again. Okay? Do you love my hat? If you love my hat, subscribe and hit the like button, my friends. If you love my hat and if you love the message, make America great again. Okay? All right, my friends. Now, I have a final topic I want to discuss tonight. I don't know how many of you saw this, but close to 200 absentee ballots in Wisconsin from the November 2024 election were not counted. Were not counted. Have you seen that? Have you seen that, my friends? Rachel, have you seen that? Because you are in Wisconsin, right? Paul from Walworth County, have you seen that? According to the City of Madison Clerk's Office, this is my city. This is where I live, the City of Madison. I'm talking about the City of Madison, which is the capital of Wisconsin. That's the city where I live. That's the city where I am right now. This is my room. This is my apartment in the City of Madison. And the City of Madison's clerk's office, so the Madison City Clerk's Office, said that 193 ballots were found during the post-election reconciliation and cleanup. So 193 ballots that were not counted, absentee ballots. So this is unacceptable. Nearly 200 ballots, absentee ballots were uncounted. Rachel is saying, yes, I heard that. I told in one live. All right, sorry, Rachel, if I missed your comment when you previously said that, I'm sorry. I might have missed it. So 200 ballots, nearly 200 ballots, absentee ballots, uncounted in the City of Madison. Now, do not think that this is a one-time mistake, okay? Do not think this is a one-time mistake. Oh, somebody made an error. Maybe there were just ballots overlooked. Somebody missed something. This is not the first time that such a mistake has taken place, because few months ago, on this channel, I discussed another issue, same city, City of Madison, where I live, where, and that was a different incident, and that was when the City of Madison, the same City of Madison, sent out more than 2,000 duplicate ballots. Can you believe that? This happened before the November 2024 election. This happened a few months ago. The same City of Madison sent out more than 2,000 duplicate ballots. And now, close to 200 ballots, absentee ballots, were uncounted. Same City of Madison. What is going on, City of Madison? I'm gonna be talking about this. Trust me, I'm gonna be talking about this because this is my city. This is where I live. And so I am going to be talking about this because this is unacceptable. And I cannot believe how these errors happened. Few months ago, the City of Madison sent out more than 2,000 duplicate ballots. And now, close to 200 absentee ballots were found uncounted. So, I'm going to be talking about this because these mistakes are unacceptable. These mistakes are unacceptable. Oh, somebody might say, oh, it's just, 200 ballots. It's just, 193 ballots. Oh, it's not going to make a huge difference in the election. Doesn't matter. No, it does matter. If you let these mistakes, if you overlook these mistakes, if you say, oh, it's just almost 193 ballots, it's not a big deal, forget it. No, if you forget this one, it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. And the problems will just keep compounding. So it is unacceptable that a few months ago the city of Madison sent out more than 2,000 duplicate ballots. That was unacceptable. And now it is unacceptable that nearly 200 absentee ballots were uncounted in the city of Madison. Unacceptable. Okay. So I'm going to be talking about this. All right. Because this is not okay. There's something really wrong that needs to be addressed. How can the same city of Madison clerk's office make such mistakes? Two different instances of mistakes in a short span of time. First, a few months ago, before the election, more than 2,000 absentee ballots, duplicate ballots, more than 2,000 duplicate ballots sent out to voters. And now, nearly 200 ballots uncounted. Same city of Madison. How is it possible? And this is happening in my city. I talk about things that are happening all over the country, right? I talk about what's happening in Chicago. I talk about what's happening in New York. I talk about Denver. I talk about San Francisco. I talk about different states. I talk about different countries too. And here in my city, this is what happened. First, duplicate ballots sent out, and now absentee ballots discovered uncounted. This is not acceptable. And I am going to be, as a city of Madison resident, I am going to be talking about this. Okay? Because this is completely unacceptable. So, my friends, I wanted to share that. Thank you for tuning in for this live stream. We started the discussion by talking about fog, the mysterious fog. Then we talked about President Jimmy Carter, who's no longer with us. May his soul rest in eternal peace. I will keep President Carter's family in my prayers. Let's all pray for the family of President Jimmy Carter. Let's pray for Jimmy Carter's departed soul. May his soul rest in peace. I talked about the new Congress. I talked about the House Speaker vote that's coming up January 3rd. I talked about the endorsement that Mike Johnson got from Donald Trump. That's a major endorsement. And I talked about the border crisis and that there may be a migrant surge at the border in the final days of the Biden-Harris administration. It's possible. Let's see what happens. And also, we all expressed our support for Tom Homan, the incoming border czar. Absolutely support Tom Homan. And then finally, I shared with you some information from the city of Madison about uncounted ballots, absentee ballots uncounted. So thank you so very much, my friends. Please share my videos with your friends, family members, and your neighbors. Support this channel. People ask me, Tausif, how can we support your channel? Well, you can support my channel by hitting the like button, by participating in the live chat, by subscribing to my channel, and by sharing my videos with your friends, family members, and your neighbors. Help me spread my message. Help me reach more people. That's all I'm asking for, my friends. You want to support this channel? That's how you do it. Help me reach more people. Help me reach more people, my friends. Thank you so very much. I appreciate all your support, all your love, and your words of encouragement. Thank you, my friends. Thank you so very much. All right. I do know, as you may have seen, that there are some trolls and haters here. You know, they don't like hearing the truth. They're allergic to the truth, so they don't like my channel. I see some trolls and haters here, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. The trolls and haters can do their trolling and spread their hatred. But you know what? We believe in the power of love. We believe in the power of truth. We believe in kindness. We believe in generosity. We believe in excellent public service. And we believe in freedom. We believe in making America great again. Do you agree with me, my friends? Do you agree with me? So the trolls and the haters, they can come here. They can repeat the same comments. They can write nasty stuff. That's okay. You know what? We will continue speaking the truth. We will not be distracted. We will not be diverted. We are going to focus. We are going to stay on our track. And we will continue to speak the truth. We will continue to share the facts. One Texas miner has a great comment. Our friend Ron from Texas is writing, they are inadvertently supporting this channel, so I guess we should thank them. Yeah, let's thank them. Let's thank the haters and the trolls for coming here and watching the video. You're actually supporting the channel. Okay. All right. So thank you so very much. My friends, you know, I don't want to block anyone because I encourage dialogue. I believe in freedom of speech. I encourage dialogue. So I don't want to block anyone. If people disagree with me, they can disagree with me all you want. That is fine. It's part of having a conversation, but it is only when people write nasty stuff, they insult others, they insult me or my friends, they write really bad stuff, they use like harsh language, extremely harsh language, that's when I block them. If they become disruptive, if they engage in name calling, engaging in insulting others, or if they write the same comment, just copy and paste, and they cause a traffic jam in the live chat, that's when I block them. But I don't want to block people. I don't want to block people. I want everybody to come here and participate in a dialogue, okay? So, thank you so very much, my friends. Thank you so very much. I appreciate your support, everyone. I see AC Cruz is here. Shannon is here. Crockett. Amanda is here. Amanda, I'm still here. That's the screen name. Amanda from Ohio. Stuart is writing Happy New Year in advance, Tosif and viewers. Thank you so very much. Our friend Rachel from Waukesha, thank you. Evelyn is writing yes, Maga. Thank you so much. All right, Steve. Steve, are you in Wisconsin? Steve is saying if you're in Wisconsin. Are you in Wisconsin, Steve? By the way, my friends, if anyone wants to email me please email me, okay? I'm going to share with you my email address, okay? Tausif@tausifandam.net. It's very easy. Tausif@tausifandam.net. Please email me if you have any questions, anything you want to talk about, anything, all right? Any information you want to share. Email me, tausif@tausifandam.net. All right. With that, my friends, I will end this live stream, but I will be back with more videos and more live streams. So please stay connected with me, okay? Okay, John is writing, you better hope you have your H-1B. Well, John, I am a U.S. citizen, so whatever you want to say about H-1B, whether you like H-1B or you don't like H-1B, H-1B doesn't apply to me because I'm a U.S. citizen, all right? Is that clear? John is writing, you better hope you have your H-1B. Well, I'm a U.S. citizen, so H-1B doesn't apply to me. It's a rhyme. H-1B doesn't apply to me. H-1B doesn't apply to me. It's a rhyme. It's a rhyme for John, who just said, you better hope you have your H-1B. Well, John, H-1B doesn't apply to me. Love that rhyme. H-1B doesn't apply to me. All right. Okay. I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm a proud American, my friends. Make America great again. So, my friends, thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Proud to be an American. Proud to be an American. I'm looking forward to great things for our country in 2025. Great things. Great things for our country in 2025. So with that, my friends, may God bless you all. May God bless our President-elect Donald J. Trump. May God bless the incoming Trump administration. May God bless the freedom-loving people of the United States of America. May God bless our country. May God bless the U.S. allies. And may God bless freedom-loving people all over the world. Thank you so very much, my friends. I truly, truly appreciate your love and support and your words of encouragement. Thank you. May God bless you all. And stay connected for more videos and more live streams. And we will discuss many things in the days to come. So have a wonderful night. Happy New Year in advance. And I will be back again soon. Have a wonderful night, my friends. Thank you. And together we will make America great again.